Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about eubacteria and archaebacteria. In today's class let us discuss about cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. In today's class let us discuss about cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. Cyanobacteria and mycoplasma both comes under kingdom Monera. They have prokaryotic cells. Cyanobacteria are also called as blue-green algae. They are also called as blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria are also called as blue-green algae. And the cyanobacteria are photosynthetic autotrophs. Cyanobacteria are photosynthetic autotrophs. Photosynthetic autotrophs means these are the organisms which are able to prepare their own food by the process called photosynthesis. They are able to synthesize their own food by the photosynthesis process. That means they have chlorophyll pigment. In presence of sunlight, these photosynthetic autotrophs or cyanobacteria are able to prepare the food by the process called photosynthesis. Hence they are called as photosynthetic autotrophs. Cyanobacteria are also called as blue-green algae because they are blue-green in color. They are blue-green in color. Blue-green in color due to the presence of pigment. Due to the presence of pigment, phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, chlorophyll A, phycoerythrin, then chlorophyll A, and one more is beta carotene. Cyanobacteria are blue-green in color due to the presence of phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, chlorophyll A, and beta carotene. These are the pigments which are responsible for blue-green color. The pigments responsible for blue-green color in case of cyanobacteria are phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, beta carotene, and chlorophyll A. Cyanobacteria are usually present in, they usually occur or present in freshwater ponds, lakes, freshwater ponds or lakes. Freshwater means sweet water. They are usually present in freshwater ponds or freshwater lakes. Means these are the water bodies, or sometimes they are also present in freshwater pools. Means small area having freshwater or sweet water pools. They are unicellular. Cyanobacteria are unicellular. They may be colonial or filamentous. That means they are either present in the colonies, means they are present in groups. that is called colonial in colonies, or they may be filamentous. They may be present in a filamentous form like this. Filamentous. Cyanobacteria may be colonial or it may be filamentous. The colonies of some cyanobacteria are usually surrounded by gelatinous sheath. The colonies of some cyanobacteria are surrounded by gelatinous sheath. Colonies of cyanobacteria are surrounded or covered. These are surrounded or covered by gelatinous sheath. Gelatinous sheath. Sheath means layer or cover. Gelatinous sheath. The cells of this colonies produce or secrete the mucilage. Mucilage is nothing but sticky substance, mucilage. That mucilage helps in gliding movement of cyanobacteria on the substratum. Cells of this colony secrete mucilage. Cells secrete mucilage which helps in gliding movement. This mucilage or sticky substance helps in gliding movement, and this mucilage is helpful for gliding movement on the substratum. Substratum means it may be a rock or it may be a stone or any surface on which cyanobacteria is present. Substratum is a substance. For example, consider it's a rock. On this rock here, cyanobacteria are present. Many cyanobacteria are present. Now, this rock is called as substratum. Substratum. This is the substratum. This mucilage secreted by the cells of the cyanobacteria are helpful for gliding movement. These are helpful for gliding movement over the substratum. Consider it's a substratum for the gliding movement of the cyanobacteria. For this is gliding movement. For the gliding movement of the cyanobacteria, these mucilage are helpful. Then cyanobacteria or blue-green algae plays a major role in the recycling of nutrients. It is helpful in recycling of nutrients. Cyanobacteria are helpful in the recycling of nutrients such as nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, iron, etc. It helps in recycling of nutrients. Cyanobacteria helps in recycling of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and sulfur. Means these nutrients which are present in the dead bodies of the animals or dead bodies of the plant materials are broken down. Means dead bodies means which contains all these nutrients in complex form. Such complex substances breaks down into simpler one in the presence of cyanobacteria. That means cyanobacteria is helpful in recycling of nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, iron, etc. Cyanobacteria also form blooms. They form blooms in water bodies. It forms bloom in polluted water bodies. Blooms is nothing but excessive growth of cyanobacteria over the surface of water body. You might have seen blooms which are present on the surface of the ponds or on the surface of the lakes. These blooms appear, sometimes it appears dark green in color or light red color, orange color, depends on the type of the cyanobacteria. Excessive growth of cyanobacteria at the surface of the polluted water bodies forms blooms. That is called as bloom. And such blooms in the polluted water bodies are formed by the cyanobacteria. In some cyanobacteria like Nostoc, in case of Nostoc or in case of Anabaena, Nostoc, Anabaena, these are examples for cyanobacteria. Nostoc and Anabaena are examples for cyanobacteria. In these cyanobacteria, a specialized cells called heterocysts. Specialized cells called heterocysts are present. Heterocysts, and these heterocysts are large, rounded, thick-walled cells. These are large, rounded, thick-walled cells. Large, rounded, thick-walled cells called heterocysts are present in case of Nostoc and Anabaena, which helps in these large, round-shaped, thick-walled cells, helps in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. It helps in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. It helps in atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Means plants cannot absorb the nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere. Hence, by the nitrogen fixation process, atmospheric nitrogen gets converted into nitrate, nitrite or ammonia form. Nitrogen fixation means it's a process during which the atmospheric nitrogen gets converted into nitrates, nitrites or ammonia, etc. So that nitrogen fixation takes place in the presence of specialized cells called heterocysts, and such heterocysts are present in the Nostoc or in Anabaena. This Nostoc and Anabaena are the cyanobacteria. These are cyanobacteria in which heterocysts, specialized cells are present that helps in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. This is about the characteristic features of cyanobacteria. So examples for cyanobacteria are right, Nostoc and Anabaena. Say the structure of the Nostoc so it is the filamentous form. Here large specialized structure called heterocyst. Heterocysts are present. Say this is heterocyst. It helps in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. Heterocyst. And here you can see the presence of mucilaginous sheath. See, this is the mucilaginous sheath. This is mucilaginous sheath. This one is heterosis. It helps in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. This is about cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. In this, you should know about the different pigments present in the cyanobacteria and heterocyst. Heterocyst is important here. Heterocyst is the specialized cell helpful for fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. Then next one is mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. Mycoplasma also comes under kingdom Monera. And these mycoplasma are the smallest living cells. Mycoplasma are smallest living cells. It is the smallest living cell. Smallest living cells which lack cell wall. Which lack cell wall. That means mycoplasma comes under kingdom Monera, but bacteria or other organism which comes under kingdom Monera possess cell wall. Cell wall made up of peptidoglycan or glycoproteins or polysaccharides, etc. But in case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. In case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. Lack cell wall, which lack cell wall. Lack cell wall means devoid of cell wall or absence of cell wall. In case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. Hence, here plasma membrane is the outermost covering. Hence, plasma membrane is the outermost covering. In mycoplasma, plasma membrane is the outermost covering which lack cell wall. And this plasma membrane is flexible. Cell wall is rigid, whereas plasma membrane is flexible. Because of the presence of flexible plasma membrane as outermost covering, they can change their shape easily. Because of the presence of plasma membrane, so easily they can change their shape. Easily they can change their shape. And this condition is called as pleomorphic. Pleomorphic means which can change their shape. They can change their body shape due to the presence of plasma membrane as outer covering. If cell wall is present, then particular cell cannot change its shape. But in case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. Plasma membrane is the outermost covering. And this plasma membrane is flexible, so they can change their shape. The condition is called as pleomorphic. Hence, mycoplasma are also called as jokers of plant kingdom. They are also called as jokers of plant kingdom because they can change their shape due to the presence of plasma membrane as its outermost covering. Hence, they are called as jokers of plant kingdom. Mycoplasma was discovered by E. Nockal. It was discovered by E. Nockal and E. R. Rox. It was discovered by E. Nockal and E. R. Rox. Mycoplasma were discovered by E. Nockal and E. R. rocks for the first time, and they observed the mycoplasma in the pleural fluids of cattle suffering from bovine pleuropneumonia. They were discovered or observed mycoplasma in the pleural fluids of cattle. They were discovered mycoplasma or observed mycoplasma in pleural fluid of cattle. It may be a cow, buffalo, any cattle suffering from the disease called bovine pleuropneumonia disease. In the body of cattle suffering from the bovine pleuropneumonia disease, they were observed mycoplasmas for the first time. Hence, they are also called as pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Mycoplasmas are also called as PPLO, means pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Mycoplasmas are also called as pleuropneumonia-like organisms. And these mycoplasmas can also cause disease to domestic animals. They can also cause diseases to domestic animals, human beings and plants. They are usually occur in the dead and decaying organic matter. That means most of them are saprophytes. Mycoplasmas are saprophytes. Saprophytically, they may be present in the water, or they may be present saprophytically in soil or on decaying organic matter. Mycoplasmas are usually occur saprophytically in water, soil, or on the body of the dead animal or dead plant materials, or they are always present on decaying organic matter. The smallest mycoplasma is the Mycoplasma gallisepticum. Mycoplasma gallisepticum. Mycoplasma gallisepticum is the smallest mycoplasma. Mycoplasma gallisepticum is the smallest mycoplasma. This is about mycoplasma, and this completes kingdom Monera. In the next class, let us discuss about the kingdom Protista. Common features or salient features of kingdom Protista, then examples and different groups which comes under kingdom Protista. Thank you.